Hey everybody, it's Big John back again. I know it's been a while. Through the winter, it's hard for me to get out here, make videos. I don't have any heat out here. I work a lot, plowing snow, stuff like that. Since the weather's warming up, I've actually been able to get out here. Give you some updates on Daryl. I haven't done a whole lot to him, but I did add these reflectors there, and a white one up here in the front corner, the bed, and these red ones on the back, 3 of them. They're all actual metal backed vintage reflectors that I found. I just picked up my engine hoist from a guy that had it borrowed. So that, and then he gave me this engine stand that was brand new in a box. So yeah, I still haven't got that dealt with as far as it's got. The engine, because I didn't have the crane to pull the engine tranny out of it before I roll it outside. So the tranny's going to go on this while we get it cleaned up and ready to go. I'm going to put it in Daryl with a new clutch. After that's done, the engine will go on the stand, get freshened up. Just new gaskets, water pump, oil pump, that kind of thing. I'm not going to go with a full rebuild unless it absolutely needs it. When I get into it, I see something. But the interior of Daryl, I added this. I found this in a scrap pile, cleaned it up a little bit, put some magnets on the back. I just think it kind of fits the old truck, the color. I did change the radio because the other radio ate a CD of mine. The cup holder, got that mounted down. Those old metal peanut cans work excellent for that. And that's just on magnets, hardwired into the truck. And that way I have a place to charge my phone or whatever while I'm in here. That's really about it. I did put a new carburetor on the truck, on the 6-cylinder, just to make for drivability issues till I get the 283 ready to go, because I don't know when that's going to be. Yeah, it was just a cheap off-brand Amazon special. Wasn't anything fancy. So, but I did put that on, wired up an electric choke, and he does run quite a bit better. Right here I got a couple cans of white spray paint made for implements, tractors, whatever. At our local farm store, you can get that in whatever color you want for any tractor you want, from Ford gray, Ford blue, International Harvester red, the International Harvester cream colored off-white, which is what I thought about going with. I mean, they sell it because it's a farming community. They sell touch-up paint for any kind of farm equipment. But I'm going to do his grill, repaint that bumper, paint that grill, just make that look a little nicer. I thought about painting the wheels white on him because they would have been from the factory, and then I'm trying to find a nice pair of white mirrors for him. But I don't know about the wheels yet. Give me your opinions. My next project here is the gas tank, because picked up the filler neck and the grommet to go in the body, which I'm not sure if this is gonna work, because I ordered these from Brothers Trucks and that says 67 to 72. So I'm not sure if it's actually gonna work on this. I ordered the 60 to 66 and that's what they sent me. But we're gonna find out. It's not that expensive. And I have back here the new tank is right there. The straps to hold it down with are right here. And then filler neck itself. And that's the old rubber part. And I mean, it is absolutely brittle. Or absolutely just solid. You can't. Oh, put that. I can't hardly squeeze that in at all. And this new one, I mean, I can just. So we're gonna go with that. It does look a little thinner than the old one, but I'd rather play it on the safe side and not have leaks inside the cab, because, you know, I am a smoker. So I'll keep you updated as we go along. It's hard to show film because I do this all with my phone, but that's not the original seat for the truck anyway. So it's only held in there by a couple of bolts, I think, because the whole thing rocks around and it doesn't move forward. And it looks kind of nasty. So I went on eBay and I picked up the seat cover, light blue saddle blanket seat cover that we're going to put in here. See how that works. Try to put that on. We'll have the seat out and slide the seat in. Bolt it down. Thanks for watching. I'll keep you updated. All right. I don't know. They've got the new fuel tank ready to go in. Pulled the seat out. Got the shop vac out and kind of swept it out. Now, I don't know if you can tell how this is plumbed. We're gonna have to do some. We're gonna have to address the actual fuel hose inlet. But there's the wire going to the gauge right there, running through the back of the cab. And then it comes through, if you can see back in here, it runs through along with a fuel hose and another wire. I'm not sure what that wire is for. And then there's a ground up right in here running over to the back of the cab. And that's how this tank is plumbed in. This is a square body tank, probably mid-80s, early to mid-80s square body. Side tank for under the bed, which would be fine. I would just mount that permanently on here. If we had a normal bed, I would put a fuel door in and do it like that. But being that it's a flatbed, and I got this tank, so we're gonna go right back in where it came from, where it's supposed to sit, and then go around and open the other door. I do think that grommet is different. So we're gonna leave that grommet in here. I'm not gonna try to change it. I might return that one to Brothers and see if I can get the right one, the one I actually ordered. But I think it'll work for now. That doesn't actually seal up too much. I was more concerned with the seal around here. But if you can look in there, and that tank is like almost pristine. A little bit of surface rust in the bottom of it, just some spots. But it is almost like brand new. So we're gonna give her a go. All right, we got the new tank in, installed, wired in, got your ground right here, and then your power wire to the gauge goes all the way around there. I got it going down behind the tank, or behind the tank, and then it runs under the sill plate on the other side and up to the fuse box, up the gauge. The only thing I have left to do is the fuel line, and this is what I took off of the other truck, off the parts truck. You can see it's just got like a nippled end right there. Stick it through the floorboard, through that grommet, and screw it in there. Then we'll have to get underneath and hook the rubber line up to it. And then that grommet's awful loose in there. You can see a lot of wobble, so we'll end up going around that with some silicone most likely. And see, the tank's got a little pad right there to keep the line from rubbing. So that's where we're at. We've got the gas cap painted, and the headlight bezels all painted. Down here I've got the screws for the headlight bezels, got those painted. And I got the grill and the bumper shot. Have to pull the tape off of those when I go to screw that all back together. I'm trying to get the tank done here so that I can get the seat cover on the seat real quick. So my wife can help me at least slide it into the truck and in place before she goes to work this afternoon. So hopefully that's the next step, is putting that in, and then we'll worry about hooking the fuel line up and underneath all that. I'll be back. All right, we're back. I got Daryl done. Let me get a cigarette for this. So I got the seat put in him. My nephew was out here. So we got the seat done and it installed. Gas tank's in. It's plumbed in. The fuel gauge works. Got the nose painted, the grill and the bumper. Took it for a test drive, taking him home, and it heard a clunk, and it started making some funny noises, some grinding. He lives in town here, 5 or 6 miles down the road. We were right outside of town when it happened, so I eased into his house, dropped him off, crawled under the truck, popped the hood, didn't see anything obvious, turned around and come out of town, coming up the country road, 2 or 3 miles down the road. there's a little town with a stop sign, and I stopped, and the truck didn't take off. Thought, well, shit, maybe the clutch went out. I was trying it in all the different gears, reverse, first, second, third. I even tried taking off in fourth, and it didn't do anything. See, we also took that fuel tank out of there. Opened up the bed some. But, guy come out of his house, real nice guy, helped me push it back into his driveway. I walked down the road to a buddy of mine's. Happened to have a trailer. So we came back up and got my 2008, hooked up to his trailer, went down, loaded it up, brought it home. But I noticed when we pushed it into that guy's driveway that these back duals were sticking way out here. And we actually had to jack the back end up and push the tires back in to get it up on the trailer, because the duals were wider than the ramps of the trailer. So if we take a look, it's gonna be dark down here. I popped the cover off, and the gear set looks pretty good. The thickness of that ring gear is telling me that it's got 410s, 411s, whatever in it. They did a few 390 gears in these, but not a whole lot. Real common was like the 410, 456, and 513s. And the 513s have a whole lot more meat behind that ring gear. So these are either the 410s or 456s. I'm guessing the 410s. But since that looks pretty good, get looking. Well, the first thing I noticed was my brake drum slid off of the brake shoes. So there's an issue somewhere. That's why I came in here and looked, and you can actually see the axle shaft, the splines right there, and over here it's just straight shaft, so it's slid out. The whole shaft is slid out. I thought maybe I broke an axle, but the whole thing slid out. So I'm gonna have to tear into the wheels, pull the wheels off, and pull the brake drum, pull the axle, see what exactly is going on there, what happened. Maybe an easy fix, maybe not. Maybe this is the reason that I get a 14 bolt and put in the truck. Push comes to shove, if I can't fix this one and I can't find a decent 14 bolt, we always have the axle on this frame, and it is the exact same axle. HO52, HO72. I'm not 100% sure how to tell one from the other on those, but I might pull this cover off and just see what its gears look like. I do think I want to use these springs because they look like they're in better shape. So if I do that, it'll just be spring swap. Roll it all underneath, bolt it up, That way it's only about 4 bolts, and the shocks, this has shocks on it, he doesn't. So that'll be helpful. But I really would like to do the 14 bolt so I could drop the gearing down to like a 373, get better highway mileage out of him, better speed. With that Granny 4-speed, he's still going to do anything I want him to do. So that's another video. So thanks for watching.